Beautiful people, welcome back to our YouTube channel, and thank you so much for joining the channel today. If this is your first time, guys, please do not forget, as usual, we do it here as a tradition. Please click the like button and do not forget to subscribe to the channel so that YouTube can equally recommend the channel to somebody else, because today's video is a very important one. And I want to tell you that when you watch this video till the end, do not be discouraged. Do something. You can get something. But I'm going to tell you some things that you need to put into consideration. Now, if you are new, my name is Milton. Welcome to our YouTube channel. Today's video, I want to talk to you on the first part. I want to tell you how you can get citizenship in Luxembourg, and the second part is going to be on some of the jobs you can get in Luxembourg. So if this is something you really want, then stick around and make sure you watch till the end. Do not forget. First, let's begin with how you can get citizenship in Luxembourg. Of course, just like every other European country, for you to get citizenship in Europe or in any other country like Luxembourg, you need to live in that country for a certain period of time. And for Luxembourg, you need to live in Luxembourg for 5 good years. Now, you are not only living in the country. If it's an English-speaking country like Ireland, UK, maybe United States, or maybe Canada, then it will be easy for you to get citizenship because language will not be considered again. But since it is Luxembourg, we all know that, or if you didn't know, the languages in Luxembourg are French, German, Luxembourgish, and to an extent, some other people might be speak some particular languages, but these are the 3 languages: French, Luxembourgish, and German. So you must be able to be at least fluent in French, but not that. Luxembourgish is compulsory for you to gain your citizenship. So you need to put all this into consideration. So that is the second thing. Language is very important. Then, of course, you need to write an exam. Probably the exam is going to talk about the people of Luxembourg, the culture, the geography, and everything you need to know. And of course, you need to pass this exam. This is one of the things that a lot of people always have issues with, but I do not think it should be a problem. If really you've lived in this country for 5 years, then the language shouldn't be a problem for you to pass, but not that. You must write the language. I've heard people complain that they found it difficult to pass Swedish. Some were saying it was difficult for them to pass Finnish, but definitely, if you put your brain on it, you are going to get the desired result you are looking for. So after you've done this, also note that you have to have a clean criminal record for you to get the citizenship, because I've had cases where people who committed crimes were refused citizenship, and this is a fact. Even in your home country, take for example, if you have an issue with the police, what happens? You would be given a fine, right? So it's the same situation. If you are targeting citizenship of a particular country, you need to leave problems alone. You need to stay clear of problems. It's so important. Now, without wasting time, let's take a look at some jobs in Luxembourg you should consider. As an international student, I must tell you that, and somebody who have the experience, I must tell you that, one, there are things a lot of people don't tell you, and some people still fall for these tricks. I usually get people, they are like, oh, Milton, can I apply for work permit? Can I apply for work permit? When you ask them, do you have the requirements? They will be like, oh, I have some, but I don't have some. Where is your work permit? You don't have a work permit. Guys, for you to apply for a working visa or work permit to any country, you need an employment contract from the employer. You need to apply for the job first, then get an employment contract. Then this contract, make sure this contract must state your salary, everything about your working hours, everything, including medical insurance. Sometimes some companies will supply medical insurance. So for you to work in Luxembourg, you need to get a job. You need to apply for jobs. I do not know which sites you are going to use, but there are a lot of companies in Luxembourg, a lot of job sites. Some people get jobs via LinkedIn, some get from Indeed, some get from Google, some get from Glassdoor. It depends on which site you really want to apply for your jobs. Just apply. This is the advice I will give to you, but note that employers abroad are looking for highly skilled professionals. So they will not want to spend their money to bring you in then you are not able to deliver. So before you apply for jobs abroad online, you have to understand that employers are looking for highly qualified professionals that will be able to do the job. So before they give you the job, you must prove to them that you have experience in that field, you have the desired qualification, and of course your CV is top notch. So please put all of this into consideration before you go and start applying for jobs. And remember, when it comes to jobs in Luxembourg, French is a very important component. Without French, you may get difficulties getting a job, especially the highly qualified jobs or the skilled jobs. Okay, so some of the job areas you should be looking at if you are in Luxembourg, or if you are an international studying in Luxembourg, or if you intend to migrate to Luxembourg, please consider these areas, because these are the areas in which, if you really have the experience, if you have the desired qualifications, you may land a job. If you are looking to get a job in Luxembourg, you should consider these fields of study. Like I said, if you are still to go into Luxembourg, please put this into consideration. It's so important, because for some people who went into Luxembourg without this knowledge, they might be thinking, oh, I did this, I did that. But for you who is still planning to move, or who is planning to move, pay attention to all this information I'm giving you right now. Now, finance background. People with finance background are people who are like, you stand a chance to get into a job very quickly in Luxembourg. The reason is because Luxembourg is more or less like a real estate firm. It's more or less like a financial firm. You already know the richest country in Europe, they are mostly dealing with things, banks, finance, and all the rest. So you, with your finance background, there is a high chance that you are going to get a good job. I'm not talking about unskilled jobs here. We are talking about skilled jobs, skilled professionals. So if you are looking for possibilities, another thing I will even advise you to check is, if you think that getting a job is difficult, then you are a student with finance background at bachelor's, I will advise you to look for a course that relates to financial management, auditing, and maybe investments, all right, at the University of Luxembourg, or any school in Luxembourg that you find. Of course, the most popular school is the University of Luxembourg. Apply to such courses so that when you go in, you will be studying, learning the language, and after you finish from school, trust me, you are going to land a job. Even Amazon is also available in Luxembourg, Microsoft, and all these big companies, Coca-Cola, they are all present in Luxembourg. So definitely, if you are qualified, you will get a job. Those of you who are accountants, all right, if you are doing accounting and you find an accounting program in Luxembourg, especially at the University of Luxembourg, apply and go in. You have a high possibility of getting a full-time job, a well-paid job in Luxembourg. Also, auditors, you also have a chance. Investment management, if you are into investment management, those of you who are who have knowledge about IT, information technology, and programming, there is also a high possibility. I think at the University of Luxembourg, you also have some programs like computer science and computer engineering. I think so. Just check it out. And if you are within this area, trust me, you have a higher chance of getting a job in Luxembourg. Not just in Luxembourg, but in the entire EU, or maybe in the entire world. Because even in Canada and maybe Netherlands and others, software engineers are needed, IT specialists, programmers, they are all needed around the world. So please put all of this into consideration. Another thing is, Luxembourg is a small country and there is a lot of construction work going on in Luxembourg. Not just Luxembourg, but Canada is also looking for ways to recruit people into their construction industries. Those of you who are versed with the express entry, or let's just say the IRC, the express entry route of immigrating to Canada, you already know what I mean, because there is a category there for construction. All right, a category for construction, people with experience in construction. And remember, experience is also very important in here. So if you are going in, you should know that you have an experience, work experience to be precise, so that it can give you an upper edge to get a full-time job. Then those of you with secretarial issues and project management, auditing, real estate, especially real estate. I already talked about construction, right? So there is no need to overemphasize on this. Please put all of this into consideration, and trust me, all you need to do is get the experience, apply for jobs. If you cannot get jobs easily and you think most of these fields I just mentioned, if you think you can really apply for a school, go in, study. Then of course, while you are studying, you are also doing some part-time here and there. You are also building your CV. Trust me, after you finish, you will not take time to learn a job. Make sure you don't apply only to Luxembourg, because there are a lot of opportunities out there now for international students. I hope this helps you. Till we meet again in another one.